So welcome to my stove. You can see my reflection in the silver bowl there. I just wanted to go over today a few things that I always have in my kitchen and what I think. You can do almost anything cooking wise if you have a few of these things. Different sizes of bowls. This one is fairly big. Don't look at the dirt on my counter. Yeah, if you want to mix, if you want to serve, have a couple of different size bowls in your kitchen. Same with pots. This is kind of my medium size pot. It's got a nice heavy bottom. It's a little thick there, you can see. So with that, you can do noodles, you can do rice, you can, make a little tomato sauce or something. There's lots of stuff you can do with just a regular pot. Under that is one of my frying pans. I love cast iron. Quickly, here's my cast iron rack that my husband made for me. All the different sorts. And there's some other pots that are not in there. But I think you should have at least two sizes of frying pans. So kind of a smaller one maybe, if you want to fry an egg. Something bigger if you want to do a couple of eggs or, a stir fry or whatever. But you should have probably two sizes of a pot and a frying pan. A little strainer. You can have bigger ones, smaller ones, but some kind of strainer I think is excellent. And this one you can, what am I trying to, you can sieve your flour and stuff if you're baking. This also, I got, what is it, Betty Crocker? Yeah, this came from the dollar store, but I love this for scooping noodles out of my pot or vegetables or anything like that. So I've always got those two on the go, and I wish I had multiples. But those are good things I think you should have. A grater of some kind. This is one that I got from IKEA. It's okay. I don't love it. You can get box graters. It comes off and you can store in there. There's a little cover. What else do I have? A couple of different kinds. I think these came from IKEA too. Not that I'm promoting IKEA, but that's just where they happen to come from. And there was 3 different sizes of the grate that came with those. So some kind of grater, because you're going to want grated cheese on your pizza, which brings me to baking items. A flat cookie sheet or a jelly roll pan. Lots of people call them lots of different things. Mine has been around for a long, long time, and it's pretty well used. This is not the silicone baking mat that goes with this one. I bought a set of 3, I think, and I cut them down different sizes for different size pans. But I love these because you don't have to try and grease your pan. Cleanup is really easy, and if you don't want to do silicone, parchment paper is a good thing to have too. I always have this on the go because it's super easy. You just crumple it up and throw it in your green bin or garbage or whatever, and it's easy to fit in to your little square pan. So the square pan, the flat one, cookies, pizzas, I don't know, cookies and pizzas, that's what I do mostly on it. This one, if you want to bake a cake, you can put it in there. If you want to do some deep dish pizza, there's tons and tons of things that you can put in this. If you have a loaf recipe and you don't have a loaf pan, you can do it in one of these. Just adjust your time a little bit. Knives. I think you should have a decent chef's knife. Something for, good hearty chopping. A serrated knife for slicing bread or a loaf or cake that you might make in your pan. You don't need nonstick, by the way. This one just happens to be, that's what was on sale. Utensils. In my measuring cup here, I have a liquid measuring cup, and I've got sets of dry measure. It's good to have both because you can measure your wet ingredients a lot easier in the wet measure. Utensil wise, a serving spoon, a vegetable peeler of some kind. I've got a couple of different ones. This is more of a traditional one. I've got one of the Y-shaped ones here. whatever your preference is. Some of these Y-shaped ones are kind of funky. Sorry, I'm not organized here. See the little teeth on there? So this one will actually cut little strips. I've got another one that I don't even know where it is. But anyway, they're like, you can do a couple of different things with those. I also think that you need some kind of plastic or silicone mixer, scraper. You can get these spoon style. You can get flat ones. We've got some, there's a more flat one. This is a tiny little one, like the size of a teaspoon. And I got these actually at the Dollarama too. So that's more of a spoon one. So yeah, some kind of silicone or plastic scraper. It's just good for cleaning out your mixing bowl when you're doing cakes or a cornbread or some kind of batter or a sauce. What else is here in our utensils? A measuring spoon. That's just kind of a funky one. But there's all kinds of different measuring spoons you can get. Just something. A wooden or bamboo mixing spoon. Good for doing sauces, stirring anything in your pot, or a cake, or cornbread. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank at what kinds of things to cook with, but I think that is definitely, I've got like 6 or 7 of these, and I go through a couple every day. Next is a whisk. You can get little ones, you can get big ones, different sizes, just some kind of whisk. If you're doing like a gravy or a cream sauce, that's always good. Or if you're beating up egg whites, if you're wanting to do a meringue, or what are those macaroons with the coconut, or even French macaron. There's a bigger one that I have. Or if I just want to stir something in the pan, there's a little bit of a different one there. What else? Whisk, spatula, not a spatula. Well, yeah, a flipper. I don't know. What do you call these? One of those. And I've got a couple of these. I have a couple of different styles. Sorry about the noise. Here's where I keep all mine. This container was actually a gift basket full of chocolates and stuff, and I loved it. So I put all of my big utensils. Smaller utensils go in, it's just a little orange flower pot that I liked. All my vinegars and salt and spices and a few things that I use every single day, and almost every time I cook go there. What else? Oh yes, I was going to show you, like, that's just another style. I've got one that has slots in it, kind of like a fish flipper spatula. So, you know, if you're doing eggs, if you're doing hamburgers, if you're doing almost anything in a frying pan, you're going to want a good, like a good sturdy, nice, solid handled one. A good set of tongs. They've got this little lock there, so I don't even have to use 2 hands. When I flip it up, it locks. But a good set of tongs. These ones are Paderno brand. You can't see it there in the light. There we go, Paderno brand. So yeah, if you like that one-handed lock kind of thing, which I love. And these come in barbecue length too, so they're probably like another third longer than that. What else? Oh, something that I missed. If you're going to make soup, which my one of my other posts was about, you need a soup ladle. I suppose you don't need a soup ladle. If you're in a pinch, use your liquid measuring cup and scoop it out of the pot that way. But, you know, it's good to have one of these. And there's lots of different styles. Again, it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to think of what else I might want to use. These are the basics though. And like, this stuff shouldn't cost you a fortune. Even if you tell family members you're looking for something, there's probably, you know, great aunt so-and-so is cleaning out her kitchen and doesn't want a whole bunch of stuff. So you might be able to score something for free, or check out Goodwill or other thrift stores. You never know. There's also FreeCycle. There's a ton of free or giveaway Facebook pages. So have a look. But yeah, buy good quality stuff if you can afford it. I should say buy the best quality that you can afford at the time. And it will last you a lot longer than cheapy stuff. Like my little Betty Crocker thing here needs to be replaced because it's cracked. But anyway, that's the basics of my kitchen. Okay, have a great day, guys.